Hi, I'm Tracy, and this channel is called Fresh Coast Cross Stitch, and today is Thursday, January 2nd, 2020. Happy New Year, everybody. So I'm doing this today without any notes. Today is kind of second Monday. I worked Monday, and then I worked from home on Tuesday, on New Year's Eve, because we got like 7 or 8 inches of snow overnight. And then, of course, had yesterday off work because it was New Year's Day, and then back to work today for second Monday. So we're just gonna kind of wing this and hope it works out okay. So where to start? Well, so we talked about my plans, I don't know, a couple of videos ago, and I have some pretty ambitious goals for this year. I'm gonna add to those, you guys, because I'm crazy like that. So I saw that so many people, like anybody who's anybody in the Flosstube world, is doing the Suffrage Act stitch along with Stitching with the Sisterlies, and so I wanted to do it too. So I kind of ordered it last minute on New Year's Eve, and it's not here yet, so I can't start it, but I have my pile of stuff here. Let me see if I can find. I tea-dyed for the first time ever a piece of fabric. So my mom had, sorry, I'm shaking the table. My mom had given me for Christmas a pretty good sized piece of fabric of it's 22 count Aida, and I didn't want to buy fabric or really a lot of stuff for this stitch along because I'm already spending enough money this year. I don't need to spend more. So this is what I did. I'm so proud of it, you guys. I don't know if it'll look right or not, but it started out just white, and I'm not even sure which side is, oh, this side is the side I'm gonna stitch on. Right there. I think it turned out pretty great. And I already had most of the floss colors that I needed. I just had to go buy 2. So this is a pretty inexpensive project. Just a note, if you decide you wanted to do this stitch along as well, I don't have the pattern yet, so I can't show you, but I'm sure you've seen it. Everybody's doing it. 1, 2, 3 stitch is sold out. So I got it from, where did I get it from? Fat Quarter Shop. I'm pretty sure that's where I bought it. It was like, I don't know, $8, and then with shipping, it was probably $12. Pretty inexpensive. So I'm super excited to start that when it comes. So that wasn't on my original list of projects. And then also, so I've mentioned before how much I love the Hawk Run Hollow series of cross stitch patterns. So I'm probably going to do a couple of those this year. And also I saw one recently, not a Hawk Run Hollow, but a different pattern that I really, really love. It's called, I'm sure you guys have seen it, a peacock, a badger, no, a peacock, a unicorn, and a badger. So I want to do that one so badly. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just need to stitch it. And I also want to, I don't know if I'm going to stitch it this year, but I want to buy the pattern for Emily's house because I just really love it. So I was trying to figure out, how am I going to afford all this? I mean, I've got a new start every month. I don't have to buy stuff for every single one, but a lot of them I do. But so where I work does, they ask for employees to do product testing sometimes. And I used to do it all the time, and I haven't done it recently just because my schedule didn't really allow for it. But my schedule's a little bit more open now at work, and my manager's a lot more flexible than I've had in the past. So I signed up to do a product testing, and it's 12 weeks, and after the 12 weeks I get a $200 Visa gift card. So I'm pretty excited that I'm going to use that gift card to buy all 4 of those patterns, and then also whatever I have left over I'm just going to buy fabric for other stuff, for those and other stuff. So my plan is, my husband really loves the map of Hawk Run Hollow, so I'm going to, I think, start that one on his birthday, which is March 28th, provided I have it in time. And then the peacock a unicorn and a badger, I want to start on our wedding anniversary, which is June 9th. And then the shores of Hawk Run Hollow, I want to start on my birthday, which is August 10th. So I'm adding those into my project plans for this year. So yeah, so that should be pretty exciting. I also decided to narrow down my May Stitch Mania plans because they were getting out of control. 100% out of control, you guys. So when I decided I was going to do that, I had two other patterns that I was going to start on May 1st and May 2nd. And then the rest of May, I'm going to stitch Christmas ornaments for family members, close friends, co-workers. And when it started out, I was going to do just like the last name initial for each person. And then I got thinking about it and I thought, that'll work really good for my coworkers and close friends, but not so much for my family because so many people have the same last initial. So then I thought, well, I'll just do first initial, last initial. But my sister named all 5 of her kids with the same, all their first names start with an M. So that won't really work either. So I was going to, I thought, well, maybe I'll just make it a little bit more personal. And for family members, I'll stitch something that is more personal to them. So like my husband's a carpenter, so maybe I could find an ornament with like some tools on it for him. And Cash really loves video games. And so maybe I could stitch like a little Zelda character for him and just that type of thing. And so I got thinking about that and kind of planning that out because I'm a planner and I like to have things ready to go. And it started to dawn on me that this could get really expensive really quick, buying an ornament, a different pattern. Even if they're only a couple dollars each, that still adds up really quickly for the number of them that I need to do. So I've finally settled on one. And of course, I don't have it here at the table with me, so I guess you'll just have to wait till May to see it probably, because I'm sure I'll forget next week too. But so I found just for a couple dollars on, I don't even remember what website it was now because it's not in front of me, but it's just a little wreath, like little, probably they'll fit in like the little teeny ornament hoops, I think, if not maybe 4-inch, but it's just a little wreath that it's like red and green, like holly, mistletoe kind of a thing. And then I'm just going to do a first, middle, last initial monogrammed in the middle for everybody. That's what everybody's getting. So I got Stitch Mania figured out. So that made me pretty happy. I'll probably just buy like a giant piece of the same fabric and just do it all the same because that's the easy way to do it. Yeah. So I guess let's talk about whips. Now, I'm just warning you right now. Everything is still in the project bags because, like I said, today's second Monday. I actually just got up from a nap like 5 minutes ago. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really sorry if there's a lot of noise and everything, but I got to keep everything organized and I have to know where everything is. So this is how it has to be. So I started my first new start of the year yesterday on New Year's Day. It is F is for friend for my best friend Amanda. And let me see, this is the pattern, if you can see it. Sorry about the glare. And so this is the very first time I've ever stitched on linen. So this is being stitched on, what is it being stitched on? I wrote it down. On 35 count angel haired linen from Weeks Dye Works, I think is the name of the company. So like I said, it's my very first time stitching on linen. Figuring out the stitching over 2 has been, it took me a little bit to figure that out. I think now that I have it, it's going pretty well, but I had to get smaller needles. I was using size 26 needles because that's what I thought would work. But so this is how far I got so far. Not real far. But I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Am I doing it right? Can you tell? I don't know. I think it looks good. I'm really liking it. The more I stitch on it, the more I like it. Like I said, it was challenging in the beginning. I was getting a little bit frustrated, but after I got the hang of it and I got a few stitches in, I think it's going pretty well. And my amazing husband was out and about today and picked up, whoops, size 28 needles for me. So hopefully that'll make it go a little bit better too. So I started that yesterday. I'm not doing so great at the whole planned rotation thing. It was going really well when I first started. Now, if you guys remember, when I first started doing these videos, I had mentioned that I normally just stitch one thing at a time. So I guess that's I'm usually a I can't say that word. A one at a time stitcher. For the sake of excitement for my videos, and because now that I have all these projects started, I love having more than one project going at the same time. But anyway, I keep getting off losing my train of thought, sorry. I set up a rotation. So every single day I work on a different project. And that was working really well for a while, but I don't know what happened. I kind of got off the rotation and I realized I never even touched Be Still since we talked last. So I need to do better at sticking with that rotation. And of course, when I first started this, I had 5 projects, I think. So it was every week. I'm so sorry, you guys. So on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, Friday night, I would have a different one every weekend, couple to work on. So those would get more attention on the weekends is what I'm trying to say. Of course, that's still going to happen because I have more stitching time on the weekends. But as I add more projects into the rotation, I'm not going to be able to touch each of them every single week. So I guess that's just how it's going to have to be. But so moving on, because this is turning into a cluster. So the next one is Camping at the Mountains. This is what it looks like. And this is how far I got this week. I actually worked on this quite a bit. If you remember, when we talked, or when I did this last week, I was getting kind of frustrated with all the yellow. I was tired of yellow. So I stitched this yellow down far enough until it made it easy to count to start this tree. And as soon as I started that tree, I started to like it a lot more. So, so that was good. So making some progress on Camping at the Mountains. Although still not going as fast as I thought it would. I really thought that that one would be just a super quick stitch and I'd have it done by now, but nope. Okay, I gotta move this chair so they don't all fall down. Okay, next is Persia. And you know, guys, I don't remember if I worked on this since we talked last or not. I think it was on my schedule to work on last Thursday when I recorded my video, but I don't know if I don't remember because I was on vacation, if I worked on it before I recorded or after I recorded or what I did, but I'm going to show you anyway. Oh yeah, I think I did work on it some more because there's a needle and thread stuck in it. Let me find the picture, maybe. Okay. This is what it looks like. And let me move some of this mess off of it a second here. Sorry. I say sorry a lot. Sorry about saying sorry a lot. Okay. So I think all I really did since we talked last was, I keep saying talked last, like we actually talked to each other. You guys just listen to me ramble on about nonsense. But I think I filled in those reds, these reds, and I know that I did that flower. So not a lot of progress on that, but you know, it is what it is. Some days I've got more time to stitch than others. Okay, next in the pile is Nautical Light. And this one, you guys, I'm almost finished with. I'm so excited. I love it. So this is what it looks like, and it's a kit. So it came with everything. And I'm not prepared today. Let me take this hoop off of here and my needle minder off of here so that you can actually see how amazing it's looking. Okay, so everything's done. I'm just working on the back stitching. So, don't mind the needle, but there it is. Let me go back a little bit. Isn't that amazing? If you can picture it without the the hoop ring on there. But yeah, I love it. So hopefully, by the time I record my episode next week, this is finished. If maybe even fully finished, we'll see. But yeah, so excited about that. And that's part of the reason why I think Be Still didn't get worked on this last week, because I was so close to finishing Nautical Light that I just worked on that for 2 days instead of picking up the other one. So next in the pile is Grand Rapids Skyline. And I didn't work on this one a lot either. This is what it'll look like. It's done. And did I ever say that this is episode 8? I think this is episode 8. Or is it episode 9? I don't even know. I guess I'll have to look before I name it. Anyway, so in the hoop still. Got string hanging here. But I was able to get done, I think I had this all done already, but I added a couple more columns here and did this, and this is what I got done this last week. I'm just kind of working on this color. That's kind of how I do it. I pick one color and I just go as far as I can. That's easy to count and then I switch, or until I work myself out of it. But typically how I do cross stitch always. I tried the parking method on Be Still once. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a hot mess. I won't do that again probably. Maybe. I don't know. I always say I'm never going to do it again, and then I do. And the last one is my Granny Square temperature chart stitch along that I'm doing with M&M Stitchers, and my sister is doing it too. So that's fun. Let me take the hoop off this one too. So I'm still working on the grid. I've got quite a bit of it done. I altered the bottom part of the pattern to accommodate for the leap year day for February 29th. So the pattern itself only had 365 spaces, and of course I need one for leap year. So on the actual pattern at the bottom, I don't even remember without looking at it now how the setup is, but I changed it. So I've got 3 and 3, and then these ones are filled in. So that's the grid, that's the outline, how much I've got done. And I was able to fill in yesterday. I don't know if you can see it very well. So the temperature yesterday, high temperature was 35 degrees here in Grand Rapids. So filled that in yesterday. And I'll just do it every day. It only takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes to fill those little diamonds in. So I'll just do that every evening before I start stitching on my daily stitching, and yeah, be able to keep up with it that way. So I think that's it. I'm trying to keep these videos kind of shorter. I'm recording on my phone now because the iPad was just being a bear, and it doesn't have a lot of space. It would run out of space. The sound quality wasn't the greatest. My phone takes pretty good video, I think, and I think the sound quality this time will be a lot better. The only challenge with uploading from my phone is that it takes so long to upload, right? And my phone, it's my phone, but I use it for work too. And because I use it for work, the company I work for has like all this security, safety stuff on it. And I can't turn off the going to sleep thing. So every 5 minutes it goes to sleep if I don't keep hitting the screen. And if it goes to sleep, then it stops my upload. So I have to just sit by my phone for however long it takes to upload and keep hitting it. But it'll be worth it. I think it'll be much better. And I'll just stitch while it's uploading. The boys are both with their mom tonight, so the Wi-Fi shouldn't be all the Wi-Fi bandwidth shouldn't be sucked up by children. So that should help it go a little bit faster too. But yeah. Oh, New Year's Eve. So before I had told you guys that for New Year's Eve, my husband and I were going to put a blow-up mattress in our yard and with a bunch of blankets and lay out and look at the stars until midnight. Well, like I said earlier, we got like 7 or 8 inches of snow overnight on Monday night, and it was really cold. And I think the snow actually would have been higher than our air mattress. So we opted out of doing that, and instead we just kind of chilled and ate snacks and watched Netflix, and we finished watching Lost in Space, the 2nd season on Netflix. So that was fun. It was still good. We had champagne and the whole thing, but yeah, so just a quick update on that. But I'm probably going to wrap this up here. I've already been talking for 21 minutes. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm not sure how many subscribers I have. It kind of slowed down a little bit, but I think I have over 170, which is amazing. It's just so exciting that to think that that many people want to watch me on a regular basis and listen to me talk. So thank you. And to all the new people, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. I also have an Instagram page. It's Fresh Coast Cross Stitch with a period between each word, and everything that I've talked about will be linked down below. I try really hard to make sure the notes are complete. If anybody has any feedback, this community is so incredibly nice. I don't think I've ever seen a mean or negative comment on anything that I've seen. That said, if anybody has any feedback, positive or negative, about my videos, I am open to it. You will not hurt my feelings. I can take critical or constructive criticism, and anything I can do to make my videos better, let me know, and I'll do my best to do that, because I want this to be enjoyable for everybody. So that's all. Love you guys. Have a good week. Get a lot of stitching done, and I will see you next week.